Hi friends, my name is Mrs. Bell and I'm here to read you a story and to talk about character traits. Today we're going to read the story The Gruffalo. What I want you to think about when you're reading is I want you to think about the mouse. How could you describe the mouse? The definition of character traits is words that describe a character's personality or qualities that make them who they are. I want you to think, how would you describe the character to a friend? So if you had to talk about the mouse, how would you describe them to a friend? Let's get started. The Gruffalo. A mouse took a stroll through the deep dark wood. A fox saw the mouse and the mouse looked good. Where are you going to, little brown mouse? Come and have lunch in my underground house. It's terribly kind of you, fox, but no, I'm going to have lunch with a Gruffalo. A Gruffalo? What's a Gruffalo? A Gruffalo? Why, didn't you know? He has terrible tusks and terrible claws and terrible teeth in his terrible jaws. Where are you meeting him? Here by these rocks. And his favorite food is roasted fox. Roasted fox! Oh my, fox said. Goodbye, little mouse, and away he sped. Silly old fox. Doesn't he know there's no such thing as a Gruffalo? On went the mouse to the deep dark wood. An owl saw the mouse and the mouse looked good. Where are you going to, little brown mouse? Join me for tea in my treetop house. It's frightfully nice of you, owl, but no, I'm going to have tea with a Gruffalo. A Gruffalo? What's a Gruffalo? A Gruffalo? Why, didn't you know? He has knobbly knees and turned out toes and a poisonous wart at the end of his nose. Where are you meeting him? Here by this stream. And his favorite food is owl ice cream. Owl ice cream! To-wit, to-hoo! Goodbye, little mouse, and away owl flew. Silly old owl, doesn't he know there's no such thing as a Gruffalo? On went the mouse through the deep dark wood. A snake saw the mouse, and the mouse looked good. Where are you going to, little brown mouse? Come for a feast in my log pile house. It's wonderfully good of you, snake, but no, I'm having a feast with a Gruffalo. A Gruffalo? What's a Gruffalo? A Gruffalo? Why, didn't you know? His eyes are orange, his tongue is black, he has purple prickles all over his back. Where are you meeting him? Here by this lake. And his favorite food is scrambled snake. Scrambled snake! It's time I hid. Goodbye, little mouse, and away snake slid. Silly old snake, doesn't he know there's no such thing as a Gruffalo? Oh, but who is this creature with terrible claws and terrible teeth and his terrible jaws? He has knobbly knees and turned out toes and a poisonous wart at the end of his nose. His eyes are orange, his tongue is black. He has purple prickles all over his back. Oh, help! Oh no, it's a Gruffalo! My favorite food, the Gruffalo said. You'll taste good on a slice of bread. Good, said the mouse. Don't call me good. I'm the scariest creature in the deep dark wood. Just walk behind me and soon you'll see everyone is afraid of me. Oh, sure, said the Gruffalo, bursting with laughter. You lead and I'll follow after. They walked and walked till the Gruffalo said, I hear a hiss in the grass ahead. It's Snake, said the mouse. Why, Snake, hello. Snake took one look at the Gruffalo. Oh dear, he said, goodbye, little mouse, and slid right into his log pile house. You see, said Mouse, I told you so. Amazing, said the Gruffalo. They walked some more till the Gruffalo said, I hear a hoot in the trees ahead. It's Owl, said the mouse. Why, Owl, hello. Owl took one look at the Gruffalo. Boo-hoo, he said. Goodbye, little mouse, and flew right up to his treetop house. You see, said Mouse, I told you so. Astounding, said the Gruffalo. They walked some more till the Gruffalo said, I hear some paws on the path ahead. "It's Fox," said the mouse. "Why, Fox, hello." Fox took one look at the Gruffalo. "Oh, help," he said. "Goodbye, little mouse," and ran right into his underground house. The mouse said, "Gruffalo, now you see, everyone is afraid of me. But now my tummy is starting to rumble and my favorite food is Gruffalo crumble." "Gruffalo crumble," the Gruffalo cried, and quick as the wind he turned and fled. All was quiet in the deep dark wood. The mouse found a nut, and the nut was good. The end. Okay, friends, now that we've finished our reading The Gruffalo, I have made something to help us with our character traits. This is our mouse. These are the character traits that I thought would describe him. Now remember, character traits are words that describe a character's personality or qualities that make them who they are. Remember, you were to think about how you would describe the mouse while we were reading? So what I did is I took some words that I thought described the mouse. We have tricky, smart, sneaky, funny, a quick thinker, and brave. Do you agree with those? I thought they were good too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick two. I'm going to put them in the trait box. We are going to write a sentence with it, in a complete sentence, and then we're going to do trait 2 and do the same thing. This one down here you're going to do on your own at home. So if you need a second, go get a piece of paper so you can take notes while we're doing this. Okay, so what we're going to do, I picked tricky first. Tricky. Now think about how the mouse is tricky. So when we start our sentence, we always want to start it with repeating our question back into our answer. So we are talking about the character traits. So we want to say, the mouse is tricky because, and then we'll talk about how we figure that out. So I wrote, the mouse is tricky because he. So think about what he did in the story. Why is he tricky? So when I think about the mouse and how he was tricky, I think about how when one of the animals, like the fox, asked him in to have a treat, he said, "No, I'm going to have lunch with a Gruffalo." So we're going to put that into a sentence. The mouse is tricky because he fooled the animals by telling them he was meeting. Ran out of lines. That happens all the time to us, doesn't it? So remember that all sentences start with a capital letter and end with a punctuation. So I said, the mouse is tricky because he fooled the animals by telling them he was meeting the Gruffalo. Do you agree with that? I thought that one was good. So we're going to use the same strategy that we used with tricky with another trait. Which one do you think would be the best? Brave, quick thinker, funny, smart, or sneaky? What do you think? I thought so too. I think I'm going to use brave. I'll put brave there. So how do you think we're going to start our sentence again? How do you think? Should we use our sentence starter? The mouse is brave because he... I think so too. The mouse is brave because he... Think about the story. What part of the story did the mouse seem brave to you? Now, I don't know about you, but if I see an animal that looks like the Gruffalo, I'm going to run and I'm going to go hide somewhere. Did the mouse do that? No, he didn't. What he did is he went with the Gruffalo and said, everyone is scared of me, and the Gruffalo didn't believe him, right? But that was brave, because the animals could have said, oh, pfft, and they ate him or something, you know? So let's write that down in a sentence, in a complete thought. The mouse is brave because he, let's think, told the Gruffalo that everyone was afraid of him and took him to meet everyone. Does that sound okay? I think so. The mouse is brave because he took the Gruffalo to show him everyone. Remember, he said everyone is afraid of me. And you can use that because it's from your text. Everyone is that looks good. Okay, so remember our trait is brave. We put it in a complete sentence with a capital letter and punctuation. We used our sentence stem. The mouse is brave because, and we made a complete thought. Pretty simple. The mouse is brave because he took the Gruffalo to show him everyone is afraid of me. So we might want to put quotes around that, right? Because we took it from the book. Those mean that you took it from the author and it's not your independent thought. So remember that if you're quoting a book or an author or somebody else's thoughts, you have to put quotations around it. So let's review. Today we read the book, The Gruffalo. We talked about what character traits were. Character traits are words that describe a character's personality or qualities that make them who they are. Remember to think, how would you describe the character to your friends? Then we read the book. Then we did our trait chart, character traits. Trait 1 was tricky. We put it into a complete sentence with a capital letter and a period. Trait 2, brave, capital letter, period. We talked about quotations briefly. Now what you're going to do at home is you're going to use what you learned here today, and you're going to find trait 3. You're going to write it in a complete thought using a capital letter and a punctuation. Thank you so much for joining me today. Remember, my name is Mrs. Bell. Thank you for reading The Gruffalo and talking about character traits. Have a wonderful day, friends.